I'm Andrew Fairs and I'm in partnership with my parents on the farm with a company called HJ Fairs and Son. The family farming partnership covers about 4,500 acres on a mixture of owned land and tenanted land and land under various contract farming agreements. We're all combinable. We grow wheat, we grow rape, but we also grow an awful lot of alternative crops, mainly borage and camelina, with a few odd crops such as quinoa and echium thrown into the mix. We grow these because for us they bring great value and they ease our management on the contract farms, and we can also add value by processing and dressing them pre-crush. And on top of that, we're also involved in placing contracts for various oil customers with these alternative crops. Yeah, most of these crops, as I say, go into the pharmaceutical trade. Borage, for example, can be found in the 7 Seas Super Evening Primrose capsules, but there's a huge opportunity for some of these alternative crops. And one of the challenges we have is trying to get farmers to take up the opportunity of growing a crop like borage or camelina, a crop that we know what the price is before we drill it, so we can take out that volatility.
I've spent quite a bit of time in the last 2 years trying to understand how other businesses cope with volatility, either elsewhere in agriculture across the world or elsewhere in the food chain. Some of the costs that we see certainly in arable farming do give rise to helping farmers understand exactly what's going on in their business, help them understand the cost of production, help them understand the change. We can then help farming businesses cope with that volatility.
I think it's very important when you're working with anybody within your business that you treat them as a name rather than a number. I do find, I have to admire HSBC. We have looked at other places, but we've come back to HSBC every time because they are the ones that when you've got a problem or when you want advice, when you want to look at investing into something, you know that when you phone the number that's in your book, you know the person you're talking to on the end of the phone, and you are treated as a name rather than a number. I'm definitely going to cereals this year, but I want to look at this continued advancement in the establishment of our crops. It's all part of this process, I believe, of getting to the point whereby we can establish our crops in one pass.